That is the smooth sound of composer and drummer Kendra Scott. As you can tell, he's very good at what he does. This is from the One Door Closes, Another One Opens video. Just a slice of what this graduate of Houston's High School for the Performing and Visual Arts is capable of. And through the years, his music has evolved to where he's now created an homage to the Sugarland 95 called Unearthed. Welcome to Houston Newsmakers. I was so excited to know that you're back in town and doing this. Tell me about Unearthed, how you came about wanting to do this.
Yes, one morning in 2019, I read an article about Mr. Reginald Moore, who was an advocate, and this article was talking about how he would go to city council and tell everybody about these unmarked graves that were somewhere out there. Mm-hmm. And as they were building the Fort Bend building, the James Reese Center, they found the bodies, and here were these 95 souls that were just in an unmarked grave. They were African Americans, people that had been convict leased, and that story wouldn't leave me. And I said, you know what, I have to do something about it. Here is a forgotten man who goes there and gets ignored, advocating for forgotten people. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if we're going to be a true artist, you have to be vulnerable. You have to talk about what's happening at this time. And
this was, the irony is you found out about this as something happened not far from where you grew up. And you watch, and you see some of the videos, some of those bodies being unearthed there, but you found out about the history of this. And because of that, this performance has been put together. As we look at the video of what there is now, mm-hmm. How do you put this sort of thing to a musical interpretation or performance interpretation? You know, for me, it's a long process because it's a lot of weight for me, as you can imagine, trying to sonically give an imprint to these people. But I just try to come from my perspective at this time. And really what I would like is more people to do more art about it. Mm. And so I have my own perspective that is in a jazz sort of context. And that's what I wrote it from. So the Camera is a unique place that they put together a lot of wonderful performances. As somebody who grew up in this area, yes, sir. Tell me about the surrealness, if you will, of you being able to now perform at the Camera's venue. Yeah, I mean, closing out the season is just a huge opportunity for me as I've come by so many years, starting out as a kid going to the Camera and seeing so many great shows, seeing Betty Carter there with my big brother, Eric Harlan. That was one of my first shows where I knew that I wanted to play music. And, throughout the time that I've come back with other bands here and played with Gerald Clayton, with Charles Lloyd, with my friend Walter Smith, with so many other bands, it's just a blessing that I get to actually be here and play with my own group this time. So as we're doing this program is happening, it will already happen, so we have an opportunity for people to see it. I said, well, how can, it's so great, we got to be able to see this. And now the Camera is going to make it available online, streaming, Absolutely. To celebrate Juneteenth. And that's got to be really neat as well. And that's, yes, when you think about, I mean, growing up here, we talk about Juneteenth, but when I was living in New York, nobody's really talking about Juneteenth until, we had 2020 and then it became a thing. You know what I mean? I feel like the history, all of this history, I feel like when we learn in our history, it's like you go in the doctor's office and they say, what are your pre-existing conditions? And when you do that, you have to address, oh, okay, we have all of these things going on in our history. And the more we know about our history, the more we move forward. We say, okay, we got to stay away from sugar. We got to stay away from this and that. And I feel like the more we know about our history as a country, and we know more about convict leasing and more about the Sugarland 95, we can set a path forward, Are you aware of the unique ability that you have to be able to take what you're talking about now and turning it into something that's music? I think that's my God-given gift. I definitely know that that's there, and that's what I feel like God has called me to create space for others mm-hmm. in that way. And that's what this project is about, to create space for the 95 to be recognized. And, I have a prayer that I say, the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. And it starts out, it says, Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. And that's the first part that I wake up with every day,
Well, we're fortunate that we're going to be able to see this June 16th to the 23rd. For those people who want to do that, the information is going to be on the Newsmakers website as well, but it's going to be on the DeCamara's website. I'd ask you to go there, decamara.com, and get that information all the way from June 16th to the 23rd. So plenty of chances to see this very special performance. So good to see you, sir. Welcome home.
Thank you so much.
Hope you're getting some home cooking while you're home.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.